Lewis Hamilton has flooded Ferrari with documents, demanding changes from car design to team culture. But will Project 678 ignite his revival, or drag the Scuderia into deeper chaos? Lewis Hamilton is making waves at Ferrari as he pushes for big changes to their 2026 Formula One project, codenamed Project 678, in a bid to revive his career. Just weeks ago, the seven-time world champion admitted he had sent a series of documents to Maranello outlining detailed proposals not just for the car itself, but also for the team's working methods, communication, and race execution. It's part of his determination to avoid the fate of Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel, champions who joined Ferrari but never secured a title. Hamilton's move from Mercedes to Ferrari has been rocky. At 40, he's endured a difficult debut season with the Scuderia, still searching for his first podium after 14 races. A major sticking point has been Ferrari's braking system, which feels dramatically different from what he knew at Mercedes. Even after trialling new Brembo discs and pads at Spa, a spin in sprint qualifying highlighted his discomfort. Ferrari's more aggressive engine braking remains an ongoing complication, and Hamilton has reportedly requested early access to details of the 2026 power unit to ensure the issue is solved once and for all. Ferrari's shift to a pull rod front suspension for 2025 has sharpened corner entry precision, but created understeer in tight technical turns. Both Hamilton and Charles Leclerc voiced concerns at Silverstone and Jeddah, prompting Ferrari to tweak the power steering. To counter the problem, Hamilton has experimented with higher front-end load setups, which increased steering sensitivity. However, Ferrari's limited simulator options have forced Hamilton to run more radical, real-world experiments, tweaking bars, dampers, and wings in ways that sometimes pull his car far away from Leclerc's more stable baseline setups. This mismatch has raised eyebrows within the team, since many assumed the pair's driving styles would keep them in sync. The divergence between Hamilton and Leclerc could spell trouble for Project 678, now in advanced development. With new F1 regulations coming in 2026, Ferrari cannot afford missteps in aerodynamics or chassis design. A united driver front was expected to guide the project, but Hamilton's push for sweeping changes is introducing new complexities at a critical stage. In short, Hamilton is fighting tooth and nail to make Ferrari work for him, but the very adjustments he's demanding might determine whether Project 678 launches his comeback or becomes another Ferrari near miss. Since then, the 40-year-old's journey has been nothing short of a rollercoaster, snagging a sprint pole and a triumphant win in China, but also enduring the misery of Hungary, where he branded himself absolutely useless. Yet, before taking to the Hungaroring, Hamilton struck a more hopeful tone, assuring the media that Ferrari fans have plenty of reasons to believe in a brighter future for the Scuderia. The team has every ingredient that they need to win world championships, Hamilton insisted. When asked what notes he has been giving Ferrari since his arrival, it's literally just about getting things all aligned and running smoothly and freely, stress-free, which we're all trying to do. Hamilton went on to reflect on the journey so far in what is now his 19th Formula One season, admitting the process has been intense. He emphasized that the upcoming summer break will serve as a crucial reset point, not just for him, but for Ferrari as well. This season has definitely been the most intense one, I would say, just from a work perspective, he said. Integrating into a new culture, a new team, it's not gone smoothly in all areas, and it's been a real battle. I definitely need to get away and recharge, be around the kids and laugh. I'm sure there will be some tears at some point, and I think that's really healthy. But I'm always excited to race. I love what I do. I love being in red. I love working with this team, and I have such belief in this team. It's really hard to explain. I already had it a lot with my previous team. Over time, you really build that camaraderie, and I see the passion in this team, and I love it. All I want to do is contribute the best that I can. Of course, I need to do most of that on track, and I'm not always hitting that. But also in the background, I see there's things that we can always improve, and there's things that I can improve. I'm just really excited for this break. I think for everybody, particularly the guys at the factory, they'll definitely enjoy this time with their family and will come back extra energized for the second half. Former Formula One boss Bernie Ecclestone has cast doubt on Ferrari's decision to sign Lewis Hamilton, labeling the seven-time champion as political. Ecclestone also voiced surprise at Ferrari's ongoing slump, noting the team's failure to win a Grand Prix in the last 14 races. It is quite incredible. Ferrari worked well under the leadership of Jean Todt when he brought Michael Schumacher and many other personnel from Benetton. At the moment, I cannot say anything negative about the Italian staff working for Ferrari, but I think the team needs someone to take charge, find the right direction, and get the job done. I'm not sure that taking Lewis was the right decision. Lewis is obviously talented, but a little bit political, which is typical for Ferrari and typical for him. But he could come to life again, which would be good for him and good for Ferrari. With much of Ferrari's spotlight this season fixed on Lewis Hamilton's rocky adjustment, Christian Danner suggests the team's steady hand, Charles Leclerc, may quietly be facing a career crossroads of his own. The former F1 driver, now a German TV pundit, shared his perspective with motorsportmagazine.com. Of course, Leclerc is thinking about whether his life as a driver, his career at Ferrari, will take him where he wants to go, the championship. He's definitely questioning that. I'm convinced he's also asked himself this year, my God, what am I even doing here? It's going to be nothing again. The Monegasque has frequently worn his frustration on his sleeve, yet his loyalty to Ferrari hasn't wavered, even as the Italian squad appears destined to finish as runners-up once more, with another championship dream fading from reach. Leclerc is intelligent and a calm, analytical type, Danner said. What are the alternatives? Well, under certain circumstances, Mercedes. What Russell can do, Leclerc can do. Red Bull is in the midst of an ultimate technical fiasco, and of course he has to deal with Max Verstappen, at least in the short term. At McLaren, it's clear everyone would want to go there, but is he needed there? I'd say no. That means the alternatives simply aren't there. Leclerc needs to focus on what he has. Following his pole in Hungary, Leclerc conceded that a race victory in 2025 is unlikely. I don't think there's one track at the moment where we think we are stronger than McLaren, he said. For now, I don't think there's any tracks where I go to and think we will be the favourite, but I hope I'll be surprised. Some now argue that Ferrari might actually benefit from finishing third this season, gaining extra wind tunnel time ahead of the 2026 rules reset. But Leclerc insists that's not the mindset he brings to racing. I'm pretty sure it's better to finish second than third. However, as you said, there's also the wind tunnel time. This is not something we think of too much. When we are on track, we just want to finish as high up as possible, and then we'll deal with whatever amount of hours in the wind tunnel we have. We want to target the highest possible. Second place in the Constructors is one of our targets. But the biggest target is to come back to winning races as soon as possible. Wherever we finish, we'll work from there and see how many hours we have next year. Hamilton's Ferrari gamble could spark a legendary comeback, or another Scuderia heartbreak. What do you think of Project 678's future? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to like and subscribe.